Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, Sebastian Envy, Strong Style, Cinephile, one half of the reigning defending MPX Tag Team Champions, of course. So, Flash, I know, behind, getting caught up. Work's been a thing. So, we're getting caught up with these last two episodes of The Flash, and then kind of looking forward to what we're going to see in season 8. Man, it's been 8 years of The Flash. Time does fly. And then we got to look at 2 episodes of Superman. Then we got to look at He-Man this weekend. That's what this weekend will be about. Looking forward, or looking at this first part of He-Man, but we can geek about that another time. So let's geek about Flash for a scant few minutes. Now, this episode, pretty simple. Kids came back from the future, and they're trying to help Godspeed. Bart has a personal stake in, kind of stopping Godspeed, which we find out as the episode goes on. Meanwhile, you have Allegra dealing with her powers kind of failing her, which is kind of due to her dealing with the fact of Ultraviolet dying, her cousin dying, and kind of the implications that her cousin kind of put forth in Allegra's head, that she basically abandoned her to die, basically. And now Allegra's feeling that, so her powers are kind of on the fritz when they need them the most to kind of help out this plot convenient tech that Chester comes up with, of course, to attempt to save the day, which of course he doesn't. Meanwhile, you have Kramer and Joe on their little sojourn. Kramer gives a debrief to the feds, doesn't really fill him in on the whole she's possibly immortal, meta, maybe stuff. And that's really about the gist of things. So there's lots of stuff that I did like about this episode. There's stuff that I found corny about this episode. I didn't really wholesale not like it because this show, again, this is what I've harped about for weeks upon weeks, and episodes, recaps after episode recap. Just bringing in just new, fresh personalities and people. It can freshen up what have been situations, plots, tropes, whatever that we've revisited 1,000 times across television history. That we've revisited dozens of times across the Arrowverse and its, plots and stuff as they carry out. We've revisited several times when you boil it down to just looking at The Flash. So bringing in Nora 2.0 and bringing in Bart, who of course gets called impulsive and impulsive decisions and yada, yada, yada. He doesn't get called Impulse. Maybe he'll get name dropped that by the end of the season finale, which I still have a need to watch, I know. But he brought a fresh energy to it. Not totally fresh, but it feels fresh enough. So we get that flash forward to kind of see how they deal with Godspeed in the future, and we see how he ran to the museum, he got on the cosmic treadmill, and that's how we got to the past. Again, it's kind of like we find out what Godspeed did. Godspeed took out Jay Garrick in the future, a returning John Wesley Shipp, who was the salt of the earth. So it's always good to see him on this show. I can't wait to see him as the Silver Age Flash in Stargirl. That's going to be cool. But the thing about it, again, we're seeing them kind of handle Godspeed with almost relative ease in the future. So it's like, I'm really hoping, because the episode ends with Barry going into August's mind to kind of unlock the true mind of August Hart, who's Godspeed. Sees him sitting on a little throne that he made for himself, and they're about to talk into the next episode. I really hope half the episode of the season finale is not them just talking. But it makes me wonder if he's been neutered so much, because every appearance up until this supposed Godspeed war, Godspeed's been getting his butt handed to him. So it kind of takes the legs out from under him of being a serious threat. So I'm kind of wondering if he's going to reclaim that in the season finale. And is that going to be the finale of him, or is he going to be somebody like Thawne, who kind of escapes away into another timeline or whatever and comes back to threaten him? I'm just curious to kind of see what they do to redeem him. Because in my eyes, somebody bringing in the kind of potential impact that Godspeed could have had for the show. He was kind of neutered before he got going. He was neutered before he got out of the starting blocks. So that kind of bothered me. So this whole Godspeed war, which is so funny to see multiple suits of Godspeed, and just they apparently can't get all similar stunt dudes. So some dudes are kind of thicker than the other ones. So, whatever. But, outside of that, is he going to be enough of a villain to justify kind of all this fuss that they're making about him? Remains to be seen. again, we find out that in the future he killed Jay Garrick. It was cool to see John Wesley's ship come back, even though he got knocked out in like 2 seconds, and then he has to get rescued. Outside of that, just some of the things that bugged me about the episode, it seemed like just conveniently people were returning just in time enough to save the day. Like, at one point, Nora and Barry are in danger, and then Frost shows up. They go to rescue Jay in the church, and then they're in danger, and then Cisco shows up, and they're acting like Cisco's been gone for like a year or something. Cisco's been gone for like 3 episodes or something. 4 episodes, I don't know what it is. He hasn't been gone long enough to have this extended, he's got to hug everybody and act like he's been gone for years sort of thing. That was just unnecessary. Again, this thing with Allegra, I wish they could have just, they could have stretched it out so we didn't have to devote screen time to this in her and just kind of rushing what we're doing with her. But it is what it is. Remains to be seen where it goes. I'm sure she's going to find her mojo. Maybe she finds it by the end of the next episode, and everybody kind of all hands on deck to deal with Godspeed. I already know. I've seen some clips online on YouTube. I know who comes back to help out in the finale. Is it just going to be him, or is it going to be all hands on deck? Remains to be seen. The fact that we have apparently lightning weapons. Again, I've seen clips of the season finale where they bust out, lightning lightsabers basically, and then Nora has like a ring, like electro, like lightning whip thing that she does. So it's like, that's that what we're doing now? We're doing like, I mean, I guess if all you can do with the Flash, and you have to have like, it's a TV budget. I accept that, TV budget. So you kind of have to get creative with things. You can only have them just run so many times that you can reuse stock footage. You can only have them run in circles so many times. So I guess the lightning, lightsabers and lightning whips and stuff is what we're doing now. Whatever. It took kind of, caught me off guard the first time I saw it, and then I was kind of like, okay, I get it. I understand why we're doing it. All in all, it was a fairly fun episode for me because, again, Impulse brought some energy. Bart brought some energy. Nora is always the actress whose name I can't remember right at this moment. Always, she's just spunky and light and bouncy and funny, and she just brings like a certain charm and charisma in her role as Nora. She can fluctuate between that and the more serious kind of drama stuff that she needs to. Same thing with the actor for Bart. I mean, he was impulsive. He got all that, the energetic, rash, sort of Bart Allen type of stuff. But he also, when time called for it, for the dramatic stuff, when he had to talk about Godspeed killing Jay and all that kind of stuff, he brought the emotional punch to it as well. So I like that. I enjoyed that. Seeing Cisco again, dude can kick rocks. Carlos Valdez, I'm sure he's a wonderful guy, but at this point I'm Cisco'd out. I'm done. Like, please just take him away and just let him just stay away. Frost, again, I'm just frosted out. Just let her go away. Just go away. Outside of that, remains to be seen kind of how they wrap up the season. I think there's only, 18 episodes, so it's shorter. COVID, it is what it is. I know that we're going to keep this graphic novel format up for the next season, so hopefully as things kind of get back to normal, as more people get vaccinated and all that kind of fun stuff, I mean, whatever side of the fence you're on, we're not going to go near that soapbox, but as things kind of get back to normal and maybe filming schedules can get back to normal, maybe this season will be better. Maybe this season was kind of a letdown for the most part because of the COVID outbreak and the protocols and just shutdowns and this and that, and just, or maybe that's just me trying to make excuses for what I don't like about the season, how I don't like it, how it went down. Maybe I'm just trying to, find an excuse for things being this bad, and then I can be optimistic about season 8. Remains to be seen. But anyway, those are some of my thoughts, honest, scattered as they often are. Really were on this one. But what do you guys out there think? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media. Talk to me there. Talk to me here. We got the Flash finale, which I'm going to get to in short order. Hopefully it's decent. Till next time, let us geek.